Tell everybody your name and where you're from.
I'm Ellen, and I'm from Calhoun. I'm Lucy, and I'm from Calhoun.
Okay. And how did you become involved with the Paradise Garden and the Finster Fest?
I heard about it through word of mouth. I'm friends with a lot of the musicians and artists out of Rome, and I just heard a lot of good things about it, and then I really got into Howard Finster's art and just fell in love with it.
What does the art and legacy of Howard Finster mean to you, and did he influence any artwork that you do?
Absolutely. I have actually seen his influence everywhere. I've even been out to Texas and went in someone's house and saw a Finster painting, an original that they bought off the side of the road in the 80s. And I've met probably, just off the top of my head, 20 or 30 artists that are inspired by him, as well as myself. I'm a very, very amateur, novice artist.
Okay.
She's actually really good at art.
All right. What's the most important tool or material that you use for creating your art? Is there something you can't live without in your studio?
I would just say all the odds and ends I collect. I also collect a lot of broken jewelry and bits and pieces of things and pottery, and as well as a lot of natural stuff that I find in the environment.
And that leads me to my next question. Folk art also often involves repurposed or unconventional materials. What type of materials do you use, and why do you choose them?
I typically work with things that I find in the woods, like pieces of wood that look cool, or a unique looking rock, or maybe a skull of an animal that I find. I just think that those things add a really rustic element to the art.
Is there a particular time of day that you prefer to create?
Yeah, definitely in the evenings, since I have a first shift job, so I have to kind of work around my day shift job hours to do any kind of artwork. And she does it outside of her school hours.
Okay. How does the spirit of Howard Finster's art, including his spiritual themes and religious themes and use of language, resonate in your own work?
I think Finster was a true Christian. I think he's a great example of what a true Christian is. He really truly loved everybody. He didn't differentiate between race, religion, politics. I think his message to the world was a message of universal love and acceptance.
What's been your most memorable experience at Finster Fest?
Probably getting to go into the cathedral. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it finally opened up.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'd never been in there before, so that was really amazing to get to go up there and to get the whole bird's eye view of the entire festival.
I'd say just my first time here overall, just seeing how beautiful everything is and how much time he's sincerely put into his own world, because this was his little world. He painted everything, his house, his walls, anything he could think of.
He's a real DIY guy, right?
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you face as an artist?
Time and motivation
I'd say time.
and passion.
Yeah, for me, just time.
Painting and drawing and doing anything with art is easy, but learning how to do it and keeping up the passion and motivation to do it is the hard part.
What does the word artist mean to you?
It means just you create something that's just full of meaning to you, even if others don't understand it. Like, some people come here and see his work as junk, some people see it as piles of garbage, but to him it has a sincere meaning in his art.
I think art is the language of the soul. It's just a way to get your emotions and your thoughts and your message out to the world.
How do you feel folk art is important to society today?
It shows that there really are no limitations in what you can do. You can do anything you want. Some people think, if you want to be an artist, you have to make, things that look like a picture, but it can honestly be anything. You can paint a canvas blue and call it art. I mean, it's just sincerely just based off your perspective.
Do you have any advice for aspiring artists?
Keep your head up and do not give up, because once you give up, you don't take it back up. That was something I've struggled with for years, is keeping the consistency of wanting to paint and wanting to draw.
If you could add one new feature to Paradise Garden, what would it be?
Maybe a permanent structure for field trips so that a lot more children could come in here and see the art. Maybe they could do a field trip. I don't know if they already do, but I think it'd be a great place for children to get to come. And I think all the local children should come here, and they might be inspired to start doing art themselves. And I think that's really important today, since we have AI and a lot of artificial artwork, emerging in the world. I think it's really important that human beings are making art from their soul, from their heart.
If you could build your own art garden, what would be in it?
Oh gosh, it would be a lot like this. And I've already started. I actually have a little tiki zen garden, and I collect all kinds of statues and hang things in the trees and hang them on my porch. So it would be very much like this. I've not done a lot of work with concrete, but I think it's very interesting, and I would definitely be open-minded to trying that myself.
If Howard Finster were here today, what do you think he'd add to the garden next?
I think more warnings for mankind, as we're approaching a time on the earth where we have a lot of division and a real lack of unity. And I think that he would be preaching his message and trying to get it out even more so than he was. I think the urgency would be greater.
If you were the lead character in a video game set in Paradise Garden, what would be your mission?
You take this one.
To protect everything here and make sure that it just stays safe. Just make sure that everything stays how it is, the way that he left it. Make sure that his presence would still be here where he wants it.
All right. And I guess this one would be for you, or both of you. If your day at Finster Fest had a theme song, what would it be?
I'd say something about Russell Cook.
Russell Cook.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love Russell Cook's music, and when I think of Finster Fest, I always think of Russell Cook, because that's actually one of the first people I met that introduced me to his work.
Just anything bluegrass for me. Yeah, anything just bluegrass and just stuff like that.
Yeah, Abe Partridge. I know I saw him here once. He's fantastic.
Did you try any of the food here while you were here?
Yeah.
We had the tornado potato.
And my friend had Brunswick stew. My boyfriend had Brunswick stew.
Okay.
He said it was the best that he had had. These people over here, what's the name of their business?
The barbecue place over there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But
I'm not sure
they're here
either.
every year, and their food is fantastic.
It's always great.
How do you think Finster Fest impacts the local community here in Somerville?
I think it brings a lot of just like bringing people together to look at the beautiful art and just everything that he's made just in general. I feel like it just pulls everyone together. It's like you kind of forget about the outside world and what's going on around you, just looking at the masterpieces here.
And last question, do you have any message that you would want somebody watching this video to hear?
You should really come here. You should absolutely come.
Mine would be just get out there and create something. Don't let your life get by without leaving your imprint on the world. Make sure that you make something before you leave this world that will inspire others.
And you said you were artists. Is there any place that we can find your art posted anywhere or on any social media?
No, not yet.
Not
We're both just getting started. That's a new chapter and journey in my life, and she's a little bit shy about hers. But I'm working on getting her to come out of her shell and share her art with the world.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.